Yo, yo, what's goody in the hoodie? It's your guy F. Flossy letting you know what's up on what's going down. So I came across a story I found real interesting, and it really says a lot about the state of everything today. You know those American Pie movies from the late 90s, early 2000s? Well, one of the actresses, Shannon Elizabeth, she was also in Scary Movie. Well, reports say she done filed divorce from her husband, and a few days later, she joined Only Falafel. You know what I mean, all right? Only Fettuccine. I gotta say the code words, man. YouTube gonna be all up on me, son. But yeah, she done signed up to pop that coochie online for some coins.
Shannon Elizabeth is about to make a major move, one that has left fans absolutely stunned. The Times American Pie Times star has announced that she has decided to bid a permanent farewell to Hollywood. She grew weary of having the trajectory and outcome of her career dictated by others.
Translation, she wasn't getting hired like that in the film industry, so she had to figure out a way to keep up with her lifestyle. So she, air quotes, took control of her career and decided to pop that coochie online for coins. But something tells me either she's greedy as hell or it goes deeper than dollars, because she done left her husband to take this step. I don't know, maybe he wasn't making enough money. Maybe she's going through a point in her life where she just wants to feel alive, sexy. She gets a thrill from having strangers online look at those baby feeders.
Now, she has resolved to take the reins firmly into her own hands, and her next step is truly unexpected. She is joining OnlyFans. That's right, starting this Thursday. She explained that the platform grants her complete control. No studios, no producers, just her and her audience.
Man, the mental gymnastics you be hearing in these stories be so funny to me. Now, she decided to write her own scripts and produce her own films with her own money. That I would call taking control of your career. You don't got to worry about someone casting you. You're casting yourself in your own films because she's an actress. But hopping on Only Fettuccine saying I'm taking control of my career, hey man, whatever bakes your muffins, you feel me? But I ain't gonna lie though, I would not mind seeing them juggernauts in the flesh. You feel me?
That big rack of hers that she showed off constantly.
She also relishes the opportunity to interact directly with her fans, as well as the freedom to create whatever content she pleases. No one saw this choice coming. Many fans were shocked that a Hollywood actress would take such a step, while others remarked that this move serves as a stark reflection of just how drastically the entire industry has changed. At the same time, however, many are brimming with curiosity about the very first piece of content she will release. Some have even declared that they intend to subscribe to her account specifically to catch a glimpse of her debut. The big question everyone is debating is this: is trading the glitz and glamour of Hollywood for OnlyFans truly a wise move? Shannon herself, however, appears full of confidence.
Yeah, it is roughest, toughest in these streets, man. A lot of people losing their jobs, not as much work out there, and it's really getting hard in Hollywood. From editors, set designers, actors like her.
When I landed at LAX this morning, I was in the Concorde going down to get my bag, and I hear Karen Bass's voice saying, "Welcome to Los Angeles International. Los Angeles, the Hollywood capital of the world." Are we going to be able to say that in a few years? Or about a month after the WGA strike started, we were almost at 80% unemployment. That basically stopped the industry altogether. Anything that was shooting because they still had scripts that were already purchased stopped shooting because the actors were on strike.
And that was last year.
It was literally a neutron bomb for the film industry.
I've worked in entertainment for about 20 years. The most I've ever gone without work was about 2 months. So to go a year was just so atypical that it really was starting to become concerning of what is going on. We're also seeing with the rising cost of everything that a lot of these studios are also outsourcing outside of the state, if not outside of the country, to produce programming in other countries where there's cheaper labor. It's kind of a mixture of a perfect storm of many things that are happening at the same time.
And so I went from working nonstop to now I got to sell my house. I got to sell my house. And it's just like, and everyone's going through this. I have so many friends, people you know, actors you know, that had to sell their house. And so then, in the process of all of that, like I'm under all this stress.
Are you doing conventions? Like, are you doing?
No, everything's dead.
Yeah.
Can't do any of that. There's nothing. And then we have the writer's strike. And then you have the fires. Like
Yeah.
all this on top of.
Man, I hate hearing that. It really reminds you, especially as an artist, how you have to create different lanes for yourself. You got to know how to adapt and maneuver, especially when you're an actor. Unless you're producing your own films, you're really waiting on someone to give you an opportunity. And there was a time when at its core, it was a beautiful thing. The relationship between the actor and director and writer and producer and everybody working together as a team to create this beautiful piece of art. But now the game became so corrupt and cold, man. Can I really knock her? To be fair, I can't knock someone how they get their money as long as they not hurting anybody. If there's suckers out there willing to pay, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You gonna blame the liquor or the sucker? If the sucker wasn't paying, she probably wouldn't be popping that thing online. Now, what I do strongly disagree with is women making it look like this is the only route to success, and that life is more glamorous than it really is, and influencing young women to aspire to be only fettuccine models, man. And this just creates a group of women who are shallow, transactional, only see men as walking wallets. They make a couple bags a month and begin to view men who work hard beneath them. A man who works a normal 9 to 5 is no longer on her level. She forgets men don't have it as easy. A man can't just hop on camera, play with his nipples, and become a millionaire overnight.
$4 million? $4 million in a month? Yeah. 400,000 the last 7 days, in case you were. Not even, it's more than that. Thanks. I can't even be mad at you. Like, this is y'all's fault. Like, how do y'all men even have that amount of money? You have wives, children, baby mamas, bills.
And let's not even talk about majority of women who are sold a false dream, who think as soon as they expose them taters, they're going to become a millionaire, when on average, they not making no money like that.
I see everybody talking about how Sophie Rain made $43 million on. But the thing is, not all of us, I do that line of work. I'm lucky enough to make rent. I'm very thankful, but not all of us are making $43 million. The average person makes $150. My friends that live in my hometown average $150 with having no social media following. I've met people who told me they tried to do and they made nothing. The average amount is $150 per month. So if you're joining the bandwagon, I'm just being real with you. Majority of us normal creators don't make that much, and I'm lucky enough to even afford rent, like making that amount.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I think she gonna make some money though. Shannon Elizabeth. A lot of dudes used to fantasize about that back in the day, man. And now she a MILF. She got that MILFy look. Ooh, wait. There's gonna be a lot of men reenacting that scene from American Pie, man.
Huh? Jim?
It's not what it looks like.
I tell you. But let me know what y'all think about this. Always love reading your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, baby, I'm out.